comes a very strong competitor, I guess you could say, in the light heavyweight division or cruiserweight division. Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Alliance, weighing in at 200 pounds, Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Chavo comes from a great wrestling family.
You know, and Chavo's not the biggest superstar, but certainly has a lot of heart. But speaking of not being very big, what about this past week on Raw as The Rock decided to have a little fun with mini Booker T or mini Booker Wee?
Well, you know, Ron should feel good winning the WCW Championship, and Booker talked a lot of trash leading up to their big match last week at SummerSlam. And Rock was just giving Booker T a little taking home medicine.
Well, certainly, and look how happy this couple is. Spike Dudley and his girlfriend Molly.
Why?
What do you mean why? I mean, I'd be jumping up and down the ropes too if I had Molly escorting me to the ring and doing whatever else in their free time.
I joined the priesthood.
Well, you would never make it into the priesthood, I can assure you of that.
That's a good point.
You've had too many late nights, my friend.
Not enough, if you ask me.
Well, here we go, one-on-one. Spike Dudley and Chavo Guerrero Jr. Well, you know, we talk about The Rock, and The Rock had to defend his newly won WCW Championship on Raw against Lance Storm, and certainly very impressive. Oh, that's hurt The Rock. By Spike Dudley going after another, but instead Chavo Guerrero Jr. counters, and Spike Dudley goes into that top rope. But certainly, The Rock, very impressive against Lance Storm. And then comes SmackDown. The Rock teamed up with the APA to take on Test, Rhino, and Booker T.
And what a matchup it was. It was the Alliance coming out on top.
Well, very controversial once again. But still, Booker T, very cocky, I might add. Getting to the top of the ramp, nice move by Chavo. Getting to the top of the ramp and doing the spinner Rooney. You know, certainly The Rock couldn't like that one bit.
Well,
almost showing him up a little bit.
Well, you know, Booker's trying to get under the skin of The Rock because Booker doesn't want to admit how disappointed he must be in losing the WCW Championship.
And you know that he is.
He's got to be.
You know, Booker T, for all intents and purposes, wait a second, here's a cover on Spike, and a kick out after two. You know, Booker T was arguably the #2 guy in the Alliance, you know, right behind Stone Cold Steve Austin, and certainly now Booker T feels like maybe he slipped a little bit, maybe he doesn't measure up in Stone Cold Steve Austin's eyes, maybe, just speculation.
What?
I'm begging you to pay attention. Oh my goodness, Spike Dudley catches Chavo with a big forearm to the head.
But to no avail.
Well, certainly Chavo taking it to Spike Dudley, and Spike's had a heck of a week. Certainly taking a lot of punishment in that huge six-man tag team matchup at SummerSlam, and then this past week on Raw, that huge 12-man tag team matchup.
Looks to me like Spike would take a lot of punishment if he ever tried to take a shower.
It's not dirty.
He's not dirty.
Chavo Guerrero Jr. gets tossed out of the ring, and right in front of Molly Holly, who is certainly not dressed for any type of competition, and Spike Dudley drops down right on the stomach of Chavo Guerrero Jr. You know, you talk about having a huge week. What about The Undertaker and Kane? Not only, as we mentioned, taking out Edge and Christian on Thursday night on SmackDown, but what about at SummerSlam? Taking out Canyon and DDP in that steel cage match, and Canyon leaving DDP for the Wolves. Leaving DDP in there with Kane and The Undertaker all by himself.
DDP learned you don't mess with The Undertaker's family.
Period.
And DDP can't say he wasn't full warned.
Well, and if The Undertaker and Kane did not control the tag team division before, they certainly do now, owning the WCW Tag Team Championships and the WWF Tag Team Championships. Oh my goodness, what a high-fly maneuver. A huge leg drop down to the back of Spike Dudley, and how much more punishment can this little guy take? Oh, and just before the count of three, Spike Dudley somehow kicks out.
That was an impressive maneuver there by Chavo Guerrero Jr.
He's been so impressive on the offensive end in this matchup, and Spike Dudley is just taking an absolute beating. And now Spike Dudley. Oh, he's got Chavo. Oh, big boom! Boom! There it is. This might be it. Forget about it. What a huge win.
That was a Dudley dog.
Here's your winner, Spike Dudley.
Thank you very much.
Three dogs.
Oh, will you stop it? Well, we mentioned this past week on Raw.